In Hashem, in Kitzur Shulchan Aruch, in the first parak, the first chapter, Halacha Hey, the fifth Halacha. So the Kitzur writes as follows: Im efshar lo lahashkim lakom bechatzos halayla, lasos az tikun chatzos matov. If a person is able to get up at midnight at night and be able to recite tikun chatzos. Now remember again, tikun chatzos is the specific tefillah that was instituted to commemorate and to mourn for the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash. So if a person is able to go ahead and get up at Chatzos at night to be able to recite this tefillah, matov. The Kitzur says that this is something so beautiful, something so good. Just as HaKadosh Baruch Hu mourns for the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash at Chatzos at midnight, he says, Shenemar Hashem imarom yishag umimon kadsho yitin kolo. Omer oile banim shebe'avonosim hechrafti es beisi v'sarafti es heichali v'eglisi lebina umos. The Gemara tells us that at Chatzos at midnight every night HaKadosh Baruch Hu b'chvodo b'atzma Hashem himself mourns for the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash and for the fact that as a result of the destruction he had to exile his children. And therefore the Kitzur writes, in the same way that the Shechina mourns for the destruction of the Beis Hamikdash at Chatzos, if a person is able to go ahead and get up at Chatzos and observe this same mourning together with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, matov. He says it's very good. It's very good. But what happens if a person can't get up at Chatzos? So we'll say not shaykh for everyone to get up at Chatzos to recite Tikkun Chatzos. Yiskabra al koparim lakum kodem alos hashachar. So it's incredible. Person should get up at least before alos, before dawn. Before dawn. Ukimosh Amar David HaMelech alav hashalom. David HaMelech said, A'ira shachar. David HaMelech says, I awaken the dawn. Ani ma'or es hashachar, ven hashachar ma'or osi. It's such an incredible yisod if you think about it, that David HaMelech is saying it's better to get up before the dawn. Why? Because the way I should live my life is that I awaken the dawn doesn't awaken me. In other words, what the kids are saying is like this, is if the dawn awakens me, that means that I am passive in this journey of life. I'm being woken up when the dawn comes along. As opposed to, no, the dawn doesn't awaken me, I awaken the dawn. In other words, I have control over my life, I have control over the direction, I have control over the trajectory. So now the Kitzur is going back, so in the Kitzur's model, the ideal is I'm getting up at Chatzos to recite Tikkun Chatzos. And then he says after Tikkun Chatzos, a person should learn a little bit. But if a person can't get up at Chatzos, a person should try to get up earlier in the day. So specifically, again, before Alos, before dawn. Ushir Mishnayis Kodem L'chol Davar. He says a person should learn. What should a person learn? The first thing to learn in the day is Mishnah. Mishnayis. Why Mishnayis? The Kitzur points out because Mishnah and Neshama and soul are the same letters. Vim eno bar hachi, yasok betilim, uba ma'amados, uba sifrei musar. And if you're not able or perhaps don't have an affinity to Mishnayos, other forms of Torah are just as beautiful as well. One could recite Tehillim, one could learn Musar. V'tov ma'at bekavana, meharbe shela bekavana. So beautiful, and it is so. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes it is better to do less with kavana than to do more without kavana. Whoever goes there and learns Torah at night, the Shechina, the divine presence, is opposite such a person. Shnei Amar, Kumi Roni Balayla Rosh Hashmoros, Shivchi Kamayim Libech. Nochach Penei Hashem Perush Shashchina Hi Az Kenegdech. So I just want to point out what's happening here. You see the theme over here. What's the theme behind getting up at Chatzos? Or what's the theme behind getting up early in the morning before dawn? The idea is that I'm giving up of my sleep for the Ribbon Shalom. Sleep is a profoundly self-indulgent experience. A necessary self-indulgent experience, but self-indulgent nevertheless. When a Yid decides to give up sleep for HaKadosh Baruch Hu, what essentially I'm saying is, my need to serve God is much greater than the satisfaction of any of my own personal needs. Vaharaya, the proof to that is, I'm going to give up of sleep. So whether you're giving up sleep at Chatzos, or whether you're giving up sleep by getting up before dawn, or whether you're getting up sleep just getting up a little bit earlier than you would naturally sleep on your own, I'm prioritizing that the need to serve HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes before the need to serve myself. He goes on, he says, whoever learns Torah, and it's the same idea, nighttime is normally associated with sleeping. So a person who learns Torah at night, dafka at night, in addition to learning by day, is giving up of his own sleep, giving up of his own relaxation for the sake of serving HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He says, "Ubalelo sakzarim she'efshar lahashkim kolkach v'chol hapachos yisametz lakum ba'od shia lo zman lahakin l'sasmo." So he writes something very interesting. He says that during the winter when the nights are very short, and therefore again getting up before dawn would be difficult. He says at least the person should get up early enough that he has time to get himself ready, to get to shul on time, to learn with the to daven with the tzibor. So if you notice, if you put this all together, here's what the Kitzur says. Like the ideal is I'm getting up at chatzos, reciting Tikkun Chatzos, and then learning a little bit afterwards. Okay, Tikkun Chatzos is not my thing. Get up before dawn. Get up before dawn. I can't get up before dawn. The Kitzur says, okay, get up early enough so that you can make it to shul on time. It's funny how where we start and where we end. We start the Tikkun Chatzos, and at least structure your life in such a way that you're getting to shul on time. Whether it's again for davening, whether it's for learning. The idea that the Kitzur is saying is there has to be, what he's saying is, to be a good Jew, there has to be some element of sleep deprivation. Some element. You got to give up sleep somewhere. You want to give up sleep at chatzos? You want to give up sleep early in the morning? Somewhere you need to give up sleep. What's the logic? And again, in Chevra, we all know it. We know it. Because sleep is good. Sleep is nice. Sleep is very rewarding and fulfilling. And when I give up sleep, which for many of us is such an incredibly important, well, for all of us, it's an incredibly important thing. I take that, which is so critical and core to my own physical rejuvenation. And I say to Bon Shalom, I'm giving up some of that for you. That, says the Kitzur, is one of the highest forms of Avodas Hashem. So, Chavrul, we'll stop over here for today. Shkoyach, everyone. What a way to start the week. It's so, by the way, it's such a chizik. It's such a chizik to see everyone at 12, almost everyone at 12:30 every day. And hallelujah, we should be zochim Hashem to keep this going for many years to come. Shkoyach, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Have a great day.
Thank you.